All right, here, this will be a message for you and the person on your mind. So let's see the energy of the connection between you and the person on your mind for whenever you see this message. Okay, starting out with the Three of Swords. So there could be some heartbreak in this situation. I mean, this is mutually shared, right? So there is some heartbreak. It does feel almost the way that she's letting these doves go. It's like there could be some level of a release, you know, and I'm seeing like the black dove and the white bird. And it's one of those things where it's like, maybe there was just kind of differences. I'm kind of hearing let bygones be bygones. It doesn't feel like there's closure, but it feels like maybe there's just a sense of having to release something here. I'm hearing like, if, you know, say if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. That's how you know. So it's like, it's something about like, okay, well, you know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. You know, if I release and they come back, you know, that it's meant to be there. Wow, Tower. Okay, so there could have been something really that shook up a foundation. This could have even been a little bit unexpected here. But whatever it was, it's a big deal. So this could have been really, really difficult. There could have been something that happened here between the two of you. There's definitely heartbreak. There's definitely foundations lost. Five of Swords, there could have been some conflict here as well. Let's see this Tower. I understand where this Three of Swords is now with this Tower. Show me more. It could be something even that happened a while ago, but again, and maybe there's a part of the healing journey where you're really starting to have to try to let this go. But it's like the energy is intense. Like that's what I'm feeling at Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, we worked hard on this. This is something we've put a lot of effort into. We could have built our lives around this relationship. Take it how it resonates, right? But this is something where there was a lot of effort. And I'm kind of seeing how there's almost this shock factor, like where did this go wrong? How did this go wrong in terms of how much work we put into this foundation? So I can see it. It could feel like there was a lot of effort lost here. It could have been shocking. I'm kind of getting that energy. Show me the Three of Swords. Queen of Wands, Two of Swords. Yeah, we're left wondering. We're left wondering here. Fire sign energy. This could be used for the person you connect to. It doesn't have to be, but we're left wondering. There is a 3 here. I'm just seeing a Queen of Wands. It doesn't have to be, but for some specific, there could have been maybe another energy involved, or you're wondering if there was another energy involved here. But I'm also kind of getting with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands can feel very powerful. And there's almost this sense of like, what happened? How did this happen? You know, and even maybe feeling like an identity loss in some way. There is a lot of confusion here in this situation. Okay, I'm gonna put these clarifiers back just so we have all the information, but I can feel the heaviness of this reading. So this is why it's coming out for someone who it resonates for. Let's see your energy. Ace of Wands, but oh boy, are you getting your power back here? There's the Phoenix in this Ace of Wands. You know, it's like nothing can hold you down. Right? And so again, especially if this has been a while, there's something that this has activated in you, a strength. I'm hearing for some like a survival, but again, it's Phoenix. It's from the ashes. So there is a strong energy and a potentially new energy that is coming in here for you. I want to know more about this Ace of Wands right away. So clarify this Ace of Wands. Two of Pentacles, yeah. Maybe we're unsure, right? Maybe we're kind of a little bit in the in-between, but it does feel like there's a new energy. And especially if in the past you've been a little bit in this like back and forth energy, you're kind of in limbo here. Or even carrying both energies, right? Carrying the energy of the past and what we're working through, but also, you know, like now it's almost like there does feel like there's some level of release. Now, you know, you could be feeling as well that you would be open to potentially a new beginning with this energy, maybe going back and forth on it. We're going to see what's kind of going on here. Okay, let's get more. So there could be some energy here of revival in some way, but I'm feeling it a lot within yourself. High Priestess, wow. Has this also connected you to spirit and to your higher self and to your intuition? You could feel like this was a very spiritual connection here. You could feel like these things happen for a reason. I don't feel like it's been easy to reflect on this, but I do feel like there's some sense of wisdom here and some sense of guidance that you're feeling. Even like a connection, again, a spiritual connection, a 5D connection in general to this energy. I'm seeing this almost like open doorway here. So I do feel like you're being guided into something new. Or, again, like you could feel like this, very specific message. I'm hearing like shifted timelines for you. It may have forced your hand in some way, but I feel like, again, there is some level of trusting your intuition and feeling a sense of trust with what's going on, even if it's difficult. It's very interesting. She's holding this yin yang here, and then I'm seeing this energy. So there is something about like a harmonious energy coming together for you, especially if you've been trying to release or heal from something. There is a sense of a like a union energy within yourself, maybe within this energy, between like the connection. Show me one of this high priestess. We have Pisces energy here, Scorpio energy with the tower, Queen of Wands. There's that power. I'm telling you, this is showing you who you are. Really, it is showing you your power in a lot of ways, whether this be your willpower, the power to start again, the power to start over, the power of feeling renewed. But this is you feeling your power despite a challenge, despite heartbreak. This has opened something up in you that is very powerful. I feel this. I know this for those that are watching. Okay, powerful energy on your side. Okay. For some, I am getting you could be waiting a bit. Because you have a strong intuitive sense that something can come together here. Again, it could be a new energy for you that you're calling in, but I do feel like there's something very strong about this particular connection, at least something to be resolved. Okay. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of an energy too here. If you have lost somebody, and my condolences if that's the case, because there's just like a strong energy coming. If you've lost somebody, maybe even unexpectedly, I do feel like you, again, this has definitely shifted a timeline for you and has allowed you to connect with an aspect of yourself that is very powerful, that is very strong, that does believe in the new, and even I feel like is bringing you in stronger connection with spirit, or even being able to, for some of you, feel like you can connect with this person. Again, that's very specific for someone. Their energy here, Seven of Swords. Okay. Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords. Wow. So if there was, okay, so moving on to this energy. There's an energy that is shifting to trying to be truthful or be in truth. The Seven of Swords could be an energy that is not truthful, that had some deception involved here, that maybe even wasn't wanting to face their own truth here in some way. But I do feel like there's an energy that's trying to go towards honesty, that is going towards truth, that maybe even wants to admit a truth here. Wow. Okay, can I see what this is about? Wow. 10 of Pentacles and the Temperance. This is some long-term energy. So if this, again, was something that was, again, you could have been tied to this person. You could have been seeing a future with this person. 10 of Pentacles. Even like our finances, just our life tied together, or what that was we were working towards, or what that was. Sagittarius energy here. There is a sense of somebody... That's what I'm saying. I feel like somebody feels like they may have sabotaged something. For some, it could have been very unconscious. They could be even thinking, why do I sabotage good things? Why do I sabotage my long-term energy? For some, depending on where you were in this relationship, especially if this is romantic, I feel like they're kind of even contemplating like a truth within themselves, that like before they let like anything that is long-term or could be stable for the long term, they may disrupt, they may sabotage here. So they may be coming to that conclusion. They also could be coming to a conclusion here that this is what they want. Like this is what they hope for. This is what, I mean, a relationship here, this long-term relationship is what they hope for, but they're kind of admitting fault here, whether they've admitted it to you, but they're coming into that truth with themselves. Okay, let's see how they feel, this energy feels towards the viewer. Seven of Cups, a little confused here, not really knowing what to do. We have 777. This has been very spiritually activating for both of you. They could even be trying to fantasize a little bit here. But they're in their head, they're trying to contemplate something. They're not necessarily in a very grounded place, I will say. Show me more. Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups. They are definitely fantasizing about a wish fulfillment or what could be. Who they're hoping for something. They're hoping for something here potentially with you. I think they're wondering if maybe you could see a future again. You're in a very strong energy though, I will say. Okay, show me one more on this. Six of Pentacles, trying to figure out what to offer to you as well. Even I'm hearing how to repay you. Interesting. Okay. Very strong energy here. Can I get a little bit more on this in general, Spirit? Strength card, Eight of Wands. Wow, 8-8. There could be something around the 8-8 portal coming up in August. Leo energy here. I do feel like I'm kind of getting this is you, but take it how it resonates. Strength, Eight of Wands. You could be very strongly moving forward here because I was feeling that release in the beginning. And even if this is this other energy that feels like, well, I have to release you. I have to release you. They could have been trying to hold on here a little bit in some way, but I feel like you are either fully communicating or are demonstrating a loyalty to yourself. While Three of Swords was flipped over here. There is a lot of heartbreak here. And there is quite a lot of reflection, I'd say, in some capacity, definitely within yourself, but there's a strong courage to move forward. And I feel a very protective energy here. Okay, we'll take this. King of Swords. There is some clarity here, and there's some potentially some direct communication here. For some, if there's some legalities to this, I mean, especially if this has maybe something to do with marriage or a divorce or something like that, legally, I feel like it's almost like let the lawyers handle it. So that's a very specific message. But I do feel like there's somebody who's trying to communicate directly. Again, be in truth or admit something here. Even with, I'm seeing this paper, almost maybe coming with a plan. Let's be logical about this. Let's be rational about this. Now I'm almost hearing an argument where it's like, okay, I am being logical and rational. I see the writing on the wall. I see what's happened here. Show me what this King of Swords wants to say. But I do think you have a lot of clarity. You're not necessarily letting your emotions get in the way anymore. It's not that you're not validating your emotions, but there is something about checking the facts here. Ooh, King of Swords, Queen of Cups. See what I'm saying? There is something about a head over heart energy right now, trying to be logical and rational. Especially if things are confusing, there is something about having to, again, I'm hearing like check the facts. Head over heart right now. Now, that being said, I think there's an energy that's very much seeing clearly, a beautiful healing energy potentially from you here. Water sign, air sign. We have a lot of all the signs, not a lot of earth. Can I see why this King of Swords, Queen of Cups? I feel like, again, somebody wants to be honest here. Maybe even brave to communicate something here. King of Wands. Wow. So King of Wands to the Queen of Wands. I'm hearing you make me feel powerful. I feel like there's an energy that's seeing another energy clearly. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like if you're connected to a person, they're seeing you as somebody who makes them feel strong. That is a counterpart energy. They could be, again, like this King of Wands can sometimes be a little bit of a controlling energy. There could have been some power dynamics in play, but I do feel like they're coming clean about something. What are they coming clean about? Two of Wands. There could have been a decision that had to be made here. Maybe somebody picked a different path. Maybe somebody picked a different path here. What was this Two of Wands? What was this decision about? I think there also could be an energy that's wondering if you've moved on. They kind of want to have a direct discussion here. Two of Wands, Ten of Cups. A lot of energy around this long-term future. Really. You know, this happy ending energy, or there could be something around family here. There could be another energy already in the mix as well that this person wants information about here. They could be looking towards that or seeing that kind of play out in front of their eyes. If that's the case, there could have been almost like a mirroring energy. I feel like something that somebody's done may now be coming back and like they're kind of feeling the other side of it. Ooh, okay. There's quite a lot of energy to unpack with this. So I will continue this for subscribers. But with that being said, I'm sending all so much love and so many blessings.